The love triangle. This story is of a small village of Ramgarh. The people of this village is very simple, hardworking and loving by nature. They are proud of their culture, heritage and the Rakshasha temple, which is situated at the heart of the village. There is a history of this Rakshasha temple. It is said that these two Rakshasas, demons, were not like other bad Rakshasas, and they were very friendly to the common people of the village. History. Once the village of Ramgarh was attacked by a ghost king and his evil powers. The villagers lost their peace of mind, and every day each one of them was sacrificed by the Ghost King. Then the villagers went to these Rakshasas and prayed them to help them out. These two Rakshasas came at once for their rescue and was successful to fought and drove away the Ghost King by snatching all his evil powers. From then only the people of Ramgarh built this temple in honor of these two good Rakshasas. They are no more alive, but still the villagers respect and have enough faith on these two Rakshasas. It is said that whoever asks for any wishes in this temple, their wishes are granted and fulfilled. Seen TWOINTHE recent past in this village. There lived 3 children who were very friendly with each other. One friend was Prem, who belonged to a middle-class family and his father was a farmer. The other one was a girl named Chandni, who belonged to a middle-class family and his father was a businessman. Then there was Akash, who belonged to an upper middle-class family and his father was the village headman. Their friendship was very famous in the village and people used to always find them together, playing and gossiping near the temple and the village orchards. After a few years, time went by like a wink and they grew up. Prem had a deep latent love for Chandni in his heart but could not reveal about it to her. Since he was a very shy person, every evening he used to go to the Rakshasha temple and pray near the idol of the Rakshasas to make Chandni his wife. He was sure that his wish will be fulfilled someday. In contrast to Prem, Akash was a very handsome tall young man with full of romance and confidence in his heart. He used to live a life in his own terms. These 3 friends loved to be with together, whether they were in college, home, village mangroves or in the temple. Prem decided to propose Chandni one fine day. Prem decided to reveal his love to Chandni and he asked her to meet him near the holy Rakshasha temple. Chandni came and she said to Prem that she had to say something very interesting to him. Prem blushed and thought that Chandni would reveal her love to him. Hence, he asked Chandni to speak about it first. Chandni revealed her love for Akash to Prem and said that Akash too loved her very much. She said that she considers herself very lucky to get a man like Akash in her life. After hearing this, Prem felt like crying from inside but somehow controlled his emotions. Now Chandni asked him what was it that he wanted to speak with her. Prem was silent for some time and then said that he was about to request her to marry Akash, for he was fit for her. Then both of them started laughing. The only difference was that Chandni was laughing heartily while Prem was trying hard to laugh. Finally, Chandni bade Prem goodbye and went away to home while Prem sat down near the temple and started crying silently in his heart. After one month, Akash and Chandni came to invite Prem in their marriage party and Prem spoke to them in his usual way. On the day of the marriage, Prem went to the marriage party and wished them all the best for their married life as a true friend. After that, Prem got busy and devoted to his time to farming since his father was getting older. Even then he used to visit the temple and looked at the idols of Rakshasas as if he wanted to ask why his wish was not granted. Prem had a hobby of writing diary and he used to write every single event of his life in this diary. By doing so he used to get a lot of satisfaction in his heart and mind. In fact, the diary was like a true friend to him since Chandni and Akash went to city after their marriage. Scene 3. After one year the news came to the village that Akash expired as he suffered from a cerebral heart attack. The whole village was very sad at this incident. One day Chandni came from the city to meet Prem. But Prem was not there in the house and his mother welcomed Chandni and they cried together because of the sad event that took place in her life. Prem's mother asked Chandni to sit in the room and she went to the kitchen to bring some snacks and tea for her. Chandni was alone there. She found a diary on the table. She picked up the diary and as she was to open the first page, Prem's mother came with the snacks and tea. She kept the diary back at the table and started chatting with her. Later, Prem's mother asked Chandni to wait for Prem so that he could see her off to the train. She asked Chandni to rest for some time and went to another room. Chandni, while sitting on the table, thought about her life and suddenly her hand felt the diary, which was at the table. She once again picked up the diary and opened it to find that once Prem was in deep love with her. Chandni could not believe her eyes because she never thought that a talented and gentle man like Prem could ever love her. Later, evening, in the evening, Prem came to saw Chandni in her white sari, which he could not bear at all. But since she was getting late for the train, he had to take her to the station. They started walking towards the station and Chandni was deeply thinking about something. She was thinking that was the last time she was walking with Prem. Will she ever be fortunate enough to see his friend who loved her so much from her childhood Will she ever be able to come back to this village again? Will Prem always remain like this forever? She made a firm decision in her heart and got determined with it. Happiness once again came to the village finally. She asked Prem to take her to the Rakshasha temple. Prem could not believe his ears, and he was very happy to hear that Chandni still cares about their friendship. They went to the Rakshasha temple, and then she asked Prem if he still loves her. Prem was again silent and moved ahead and took a garland and put on Chandni's neck. All the villagers gathered around and they were clapping to find the lost smile back once again on their faces. After that they took the blessing of the Rakshasha and vowed to start a new life. Chandni stayed back in the village with Prem, and once again the atmosphere of happiness surrounded the village. They lived happily ever after. Now, Prem is a grandfather and Chandni is a grandmother, and they still love each other from the core of their heart. The end. Thank you for watching.